Buenos días, bienvenidos a la sexta semana, semana 6, y voy a repasar lo que tienen que hacer esta semana. So, welcome to week 6. As always, you have accessed this by clicking on Semana 6, and you should currently be watching the video that I will place here and currently recording. So, as always, los objetivos y metas. You'll notice after such a busy week last week, we kind of slow things down a little bit this week. Okay? So we're going to start capítulo 5, okay? And we'll finish capítulo 5 next week. All right? So this week you're going to be able to identify and refer to different body parts. Okay? You'll be able to refer to indirect objects by their pronouns, be able to ask and tell where it hurts, what you and others like and dislike, what bothers you and others, and all of these are certain verbs which require the use of an indirect object pronoun. Okay? Along with that, you'll be able, oops, I apologize, that's on there twice. Okay, I'll have to erase that. Okay, and you'll be able to discuss and ask about what matters to you and others and what's of interest to you or others. Okay. So you'll be reading the textbook and doing the corresponding MSL activities. We only have 2 quizzes this week, and there's actually only 1 dialogue this week, and that will be due on September, and your 2 hours of language and cultural contact. So I'm kind of giving you a breath after the crazy week last week. Okay. So la lista de tareas. As always, you have the plan, Semana 6. Okay. This week, we'll be covering pages 130 through 142 of Capítulo 5, Chapter 5. Okay. And you're going to complete the quiz on Blackboard. Okay. And the quiz is going to be part 2 of the vital signs. Okay. Or, I apologize, the quiz... Sorry, vital signs is next week. The quiz is going to be on the vocabulary from pages 131 to 132 of the textbook. Okay. There'll be quizzes in my Spanish lab, okay, and your 2 hours of contact and dialogue number 7. Okay, okay, so the quiz for Semana 6. Okay, again, it's going to pages 131, which are the external body parts, and 132, the internal body parts. You want to be familiar with these terms as well as know the correct definite article and gender of these terms, and be familiar with the spelling and accent marks. Okay? You can listen to, watch a video and listen to the pronunciation of these different parts. And then when you are ready, the quiz is here and you'll have 15 minutes to take it. Okay? Okay. Diálogo 7. So the 7th dialogue. Again, there will be no dialogue on Wednesday. This will be due Sunday. Okay? The dialogue 7 es un diálogo entre un nutriólogo or una nutrióloga y un paciente. Una paciente, un hombre y una mujer de México que acaba de sufrir un infarto de corazón y que también padece de diabetes. Okay, so one person is going to be the nutritionist who's talking with the patient. The patient happens to be either a man or woman from Mexico who just had a heart attack recently and also suffers from diabetes. So you're going to be recommending a healthy diet and exercise program. But the problem is the patient prefers their own regular diet, which contains unhealthy food choices. And this person doesn't like to exercise. Okay? So as always, you'll run through the dialogue twice. You'll be reviewing the food vocabulary from the previous chapter and going over the parts of the body from this chapter. Okay? So you'll have your appropriate greetings, the introductions, asking the patient, like you have been, for his or her name and how to spell first and last, how he or she feels today, what their normal diet is like, what is their normal exercise routine like. Okay? Then you're going to give this person some suggestions for a healthy diet, okay? And give some suggestions for an exercise program, and think specifically of exercises that would affect different body parts, both internal and external. Okay? Ask your patient if he or she likes your suggestions, okay? Or at least is going to follow your suggestions. Okay? Probably the patient's going to be reluctant, so you have to tell the patient what he or she needs to do using that IK expression you learned last chapter. Okay? Then the thank yous and the closings. Okay? So that is your Diálogo 7. And as always, you'll copy it into YouTube and go in and copy and paste the link into the text. Okay? And the recursos that you have for this chapter, okay, we have some PowerPoints over indirect object pronouns. We also have some PowerPoints to review separately direct object pronouns and indirect object pronouns, and then how to put them together. There are also formal commands and adverbs and comparisons, and some of these we will be doing actually next week as well, because chapter 5 again is divided into 2 weeks. Okay, so this week is kind of a breather for you after the busy 4th week. Okay, so that is all. Buena suerte y avísenme si tienen problemas. Chao.